Hello, my name is Stanislaw, and today I'm going to show you how you can create a Rust canister that is using SQLite. I've been working on a convenience package that you can use, and you just need to add it as a dependency. So let's have a look how you can do it. First of all, you create yourself a new application. So I have created a standard Hello World application using DFX with no front end this time, and just start by adding a dependency. ic-rusqlite. So this is the package name, and you need to activate one of the features. With this feature activated, you will be using a precompiled SQLite binary, and then you don't need to do this compilation step yourself. So it's a little bit easier. The second option is also possible. You can check it out later how you can do it. But let's continue. So we have added a new dependency. You can find it here, new example, and then we need to implement the custom build steps. So this is not a standard one. You need to do one extra step because you have to compile to a WASI target. You also need to use the WASI to IC workflow to create the final binary that you can run on internet computer. So it's custom. Then we need to provide the build steps, and we directly call the cargo build release target. And finally, you need to call the WASI to IC tool, WASI to IC, and provide the name of the binary that was generated. Target. So this is WASI 32, WASI P1 release, and SQL backend in my case. Then we need to give it some second name for an output file. I usually call it no WASI. And finally, you need to provide a name for the binary that you are going to deploy. And in our case, it's this binary here. Okay. Once that's done, you need to create a database. And to do that, I'll just copy paste prepared code. Let's just see if it works. So we'll have a look at it later and check out our compilation if it works. But the effects, we can just say deploy, because we have now specified how we want to build it, and this should be enough. Oh, one more thing. There's a scanned file that we can also update, just to be nice. And let's see if we can deploy it. So while it's compiling, we can have a quick look at the methods that we have created. First of all, we have init, and this happens when you initialize your canister with the new state. And here we are calling the function that's called with-connection, which provides you with the connection object, and you can use this object to execute different SQL queries. So in our case, we just say execute and ask it to create a table if it does not exist, a table with persons that have some ID that's automatically generated, and some name, which is text, some data, and age, which is an integer. Next thing, when that's done, we can have some extra methods. Here, for instance, I have an add method with which you can insert new persons, and it is accepting 3 arguments. So first of all, it's the name, the date, and age. And then when you are executing it, you can use the parameters. So here is typical way how you can call it. So we just provide it as arguments, and then the SQLite knows how to correctly insert those. And finally, we have the third method, which is a list. Again, we ask it to provide us the connection to the database, and then we prepare a select statement, which we then use to iterate through the records of the table. So we just ask for all of the persons that are present in the database, collect them into a vector, and return this vector with tuples. So it has four parameters. One of them is the ID, the second one is the name that we have provided, some data, and age. Now let's test it. So to test it, we have deployed it successfully, and we can say the fx canister call and first SQL backend add, and then we need to provide some name, some data, some age. See if it worked. It worked. Okay, let's add one more person. Name 2. Okay, and maybe one more person. Okay. And finally, we can ask it to return the list of persons that we have created. fx canister call SQL backend list, and it has worked. So this is how you create a simple database inside your Canister. And if you want to find out more information, you can go online to the ic-rusqlite page, the repository. You will find more information on how you can compile it, and also find more examples. So here there's an example of demo of Svelte Canister that you can also check out, and also check out the book. It contains more information, useful if you are creating your database. So it talks about migrations and backups and things that you can do to make your database work fast. Thank you for your attention and have fun. Feel free to leave feedback.